allow me some time, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, where I come from, and how I want to be an editor. And please allow sometimes I was late already for some of you. So, I was born and raised in a very small town in Bangladesh, in a very small country in a bigger world map, Bangladesh. I was used to go to the school. What is that? Provide me to have some kind of textbook, and the teacher, what they have knowledge and they teach me. That's how I learned when I was a young girl. But as a young girl, I always want to be a great person. I always dream. Some funny dream in my dream. I was flying on the sky. And I always share to my mom, and my mom said, "You're a young girl, don't worry about it." And I keep always seeing that I never can walk. I like to fly. I like to fly as happy as seeing the world. So as a small town, most of my parents that time, like 25 years ago, or 30 years ago actually, 25 and here, they don't allow a young girl to go any other city to study for higher study. That means like in Bangladesh capital, at least Dhaka. But I couldn't go there because of the limitation of that time, because of any one little girl, they're not moving without parents. So my dream was always inside me that I couldn't go to that Dhaka Bikarunnesa college. Some girls also know, some Bikarunnesa college, and then another college. This all are like sophisticated college that I couldn't ever go to. But my dream was inside me always. So I went to the Dhaka when I get finished my study in Chatpur, and I got to meet Mr. Bari in 1997. I know that times I didn't finish my study. In the middle of the study, we get married, and he has to leave his job, corporate office job, and get me here because of the love. He don't want to leave me alone in Bangladesh. We have to come here in 1998. One thing I remember, my mom said it to him, "Please take my daughter, but make sure she finish her study." From her young childhood, she has a desire to finish the study, wants to finish a degree that she always desired. So in Bangladesh, that time we actually only know two Ivy League college, like in London, one of that, the Oxford University, and one is the Harvard University. That's only we know about it. And I thought I might want to go there, visit there. It's like a childhood dream. But when my mom said it to us, said, "Please take care of her study," and he bring me here in 1998. And we get our first son. I was taking my college admission paper from FIT in Manhattan. I want to be a fashion designer, but I get him. And then 2001, Muhi Bari, and then 2001, Saba Bari, and keep continue 2005, Muhi Adik Bari. Altogether, that times I didn't have my vision on me that I'm gonna go to the study, but that mission was that how could my kids go to the school, good neighborhood, good schools. And so we moved to the Suffolk County, beautiful home, small little dream home in Rankangama, where my kids can go to the Buddhist school district and the good neighborhood. Also has to work so much hard because of the paying his high mortgage, and then all those valuable things that my kids get comfort in the home, and I get to make sure that I get a comforting home. Thank you, Asif Bari, for your journey to us. But he never forget that I have to go back to the study, I have to go back to college. With 3 kids, when I give them to the school, and in 2008, I went to the Suffolk Community College for my journey to start their interior designer. Asif has to work in the night. I used to go to the Dunkin' Donuts. As 6 to 10 o'clock, like 4 hours for my life, I have to work. It's not for paying any bill, but to give my kids a pair of beautiful shoes that my kids cannot be look at in the school and any other white person that they get not they're not gonna say me, but they are gonna feel that they are behind with anybody. That money I could give them a nice clothes. I remember that day, but afterwards always tell me not to go to the work. But I know that his ability for that kind of big home, one is send it to him, Bangladesh's parents' money. We have to always take care as an immigrant, our parents back home. Give it to the parents, give it to the brothers, sisters, take care of their family. I'll never been asked him a single penny to buy nice clothes for me. But desire me inside, instead of that, I went to work to improve myself. Interior design professor, Irish white woman, she told in the class, White House is meant to be for a white person. Now, as a black person is coming and so many furniture gonna change, so many designs gonna change. And I feel so low in the class. I couldn't, because as a Asian woman, I couldn't share my thought and my frustration with anybody. I write a letter to him. Why we have to face that kind of like discrimination where I want to be honestly go through the study and establish my kids as a first generation immigration. Can I have my phone please? I have a letter, Minister of Barack Obama. Just I'm just gonna want to read 2 lines for you guys. She forgot to bring that, so. Sorry for taking time. So Mr. Barack Obama, he wrote me September 8th, I got the letter from Washington, D.C. Munmun everyone from New York. Dear Munmun, thank you for writing and congratulations on your graduation. I'm inspired by the strength and resilience that came across the stories like yours. The spirit of tenacity and the hope that has endured in the American people since our earliest days has come to define who we are as a country. Optimism, even when times are hard, is the brighter of our nation. And when we summon that the best in us, no matter what comes our way, we can persevere. Again, thank you for sharing your story. I wish you the very best. Tell your kids I said hello sincerely, Barack Obama. That's the biggest achievement I think I got that day. As a woman, I like to be. Why not? I'm not. Why I have to tell everybody every time, why I have to prove myself every time I'm better than others, why I have to be the questions every time. I'm not good enough for the English, I'm not good enough for my family, maybe I'm not good enough for the making myself steering in this position in the community. I always get nervous, and that people nervousness always in my head. That's not my daughter to grow like that way. I always try to give them that space and believe when they come from school. I used to look at their face, they are not yet bullied. They are they're happy, they're healthy in their mind. Make sure they can go their own degrees and not for that I have to face as an immigrant woman. I'm not good enough for anything. No, I believe myself. I finished my study in 2016. Then I went for the corporate office, I went for a banker, I explored myself as a corporate woman, then we get to join us at our own company. But as a woman, I want to tell you everybody, we are the heart of the society. We know that we bring the people in the world, we raise them, we nurture them, we keep them study, we feed them, we make the family. Why women we have to prove every time we are better than others? Why not we can work together, side by side, each of us, by the man and woman together in the society? We want to be work together. I have to say here, I hear that things from a lot of my respected editors here is another newspaper. I'm not here for compete anybody. I'm here to uplift everybody together, that we can work together that my next generation and women and my daughters and our daughters can work together by the men side by side as an editor, as any position, as a lawyer, as a teacher, anything. I'm here to uplift the community. I'm not here to compete with anybody. So thank you so much to come out and support me all the time, support my family, support our business. And I'm always going to be thankful to all of you. Thank you so much. And then, God bless all of us. God bless America. God bless and Bangladesh. Thank you.
If I were to ask you a description of a person who comes to this country trying to navigate the language, navigate the challenges, it will be difficult for you to define what group I am talking about. Because every group, doesn't matter if it's from South America, Central America, from the Middle East, from Africa, from Europe, you come here because you believe in the pursuit of the American dream. That dream is complicated and it's challenging. Sometimes you're dealing with racism, sometimes you're dealing with sexism, sometimes you're dealing with the pains of not being understood. I think about Bernard and I growing up in South Jamaica, Queens, when mommy raised the 6 of us on our own, and the challenges that we had on the verge of homelessness. The challenges that we had of being abused. But only in this country can you go from one level to another, as long as we believe in that dream. And we don't always get it right. Matter of fact, many times we get it wrong. But the question is not perfection, but dedication. And I'm dedicated to this city. I'm dedicated to everyone in this city. That has been my life work. And now when people want to define your heart, I say over and over again, only God, only Allah knows your heart. Man does not have the ability to judge the heart of another man. Matter of fact, you desecrate your religious belief when you attempt to judge another man. We must judge ourselves. We must live with ourselves. And this family has shown that. And I want to thank the Bari family for the contribution, not only what they put in their newspaper, but what they have placed in our hearts in this city, in this state, and in this country. That's what makes us great. America is the only country in the globe where dream is attached to its name. There's no German dream, there's no French dream, there's no Polish dream, but there's an American dream. And this family is living that dream. And we must make sure that no one lives in a nightmare in America. They must live in their pursuit of the dream. And as the mayor of the city of New York, it's one of the largest and most diverse populations anywhere on the globe, I'm going to continue to ensure that you can pursue that dream. Thank you very much.
The newspaper to give that inspiration to show students, show future education, future students opportunities that are available in New York and the U.S. So thank you so much for this honor and this great privilege to be speaking in front of you today. And many, many blessings to you all. Thank you so much.